Another day, another dollar. How's it going, everybody? My name is Infamous Isaac, and we're here with the video on Gen V, a spin-off series off of Amazon Video's live-action rendition of The Boys. So just like any other series that I've watched or reviewed recently on the channel, this is a series that I was supposed to watch a while ago, but I never got around to it. But luckily, I just finished it recently, so I can actually talk about it fresh from memory. I'm not gonna go into spoilers for this because going into spoilers for this show also goes into spoilers for The Boys. But what I will say, if you do want to watch this show and you haven't watched The Boys, or you have watched The Boys, you just haven't watched this show, the watching order would be The Boys season 1, 2, and 3, then you would watch Gen V, and then after that you would watch season 4 of The Boys. And after that, with the release schedule that's going on, it would be Gen V season 2 and then The Boys season 5 finale. But for right now, I'm just going to be talking about Gen V, no spoilers. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So to preface it, me going into the show, I kind of had a negative perception. Not because the show got negative reviews or anything like that. My thing was more like the first episode left a weird impression to me back when I watched it like in May. But after some time between, after rewatching The Boys too, I went back to finish the show, started with episode 1 again, then I just went on through there. And my time was a lot better. I enjoyed myself way more. My worries were more like, okay, this is a spin-off from The Boys. Is it gonna run concurrently? Or is it going to be after or before or stuff like that? Like, how are they going to handle it? Is it going to be good? But one thing I will say about this show, the cast is so enjoyable. I really like the main characters. There are some that are like, okay, you know, you're alright, you're okay. But for the most part, once we get to know the cast better, we get to see how compatible they are and just the friendship that grows from it through a messed up situation. And that really kept me going because I enjoyed that camaraderie. And then once the plot started catching up and picking up pace, it just became a good mesh between those two. I think the actors are good too. I have no qualms with them, you know. The CGI was definitely worse than The Boys, which you can tell. The budget definitely didn't seem as high compared to like The Boys, which, you know, makes sense. The Boys has just been gaining popularity ever since it came out. Again, the plot definitely takes some time to get rolling, and then once like the show finds its footing and understands like, all right, this is what we want the show to be, it really gets going. But those like first 2 to 3 episodes, they kind of drag a little bit in my opinion. You also got to understand, like, even though this is set in The Boys universe, like, the show is its own show. You shouldn't really expect it to be The Boy, because of course, you know, the boys aren't there. Whole different crew, whole different cast and stuff like that. And sure, we get some cameos, but it's also like, treat this the same way Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul is, where they're 2 different shows with 2 different tones and genres set in the same world. And that was my mistake when I first started. I thought it was going to be like The Boys. Regardless though, I can definitely recommend this to people if you like The Boys. If you don't, I still would recommend it, but it definitely helps if you watch The Boys. It hinges on you knowing that like, oh shoot, this is in the same world. But with that being said, I think the show is a 7.5, like genuinely just a solid 7.5. It's bordering 8, but I feel like season 2 is gonna reach that threshold of like, all right, this is gonna be an 8+ show. I'm really excited for season 2 and season 5 of The Boys. But regardless, let me know what you all think down below. Please don't spoil anything for people that haven't watched it. Thank y'all for watching as always. I hope y'all enjoyed. I didn't mention in the last video, but thank y'all for 100 subscribers. I really appreciate it. We've come such a long way. It's nuts. I'll see you all in the next video. Until next time, it's been Infamous Isaac, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Peace.
God damn, I got that Fanta in my system! Fanta in my system! I gotta take a shit every time I drink one of these